And we're off. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Global Hack Week games. So exciting. How has your Global Hack Week games been, Gabriella?
It's been going pretty well. Day one, I did Fake Artist Goes to New York, and it's a little trial and error, but I figured it out.
Amazing.
But I'm really excited for games this week. How about yourself?
Me too. I'm very, very hyped. It's looking really fun. I've been doing a little building an iOS app live stream. We've been building Wordle. So that's been really fun. And then, we need a post in the Discord.
I did.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Amazing. I always forget to do that. I'm very bad at it. But we're here now and we're live. I was waiting for someone to go live. Yeah, we're here. We're ready to talk about Global Hack Week games. And also the theme for these bubbles is the wrong one. There we go. That looks better.
Perfect.
And we'll do, what else could we do? The color's fine, I guess. Yeah, I think we're good, but welcome in everybody. Yeah, there we go. We're looking better now. We were at it was showing 0 views for a second. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's a little concerning, especially because there's people typing in the chat. So,
It just takes a little while to update, I guess.
It always does. All right, but I guess we can hop right in and kind of introduce ourselves. Wordle it is for today, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm excited for part 3 of the Wordle game. I think we're almost there. So, let's see it. Welcome to day 3 of Games Week. Excited to be here. Gabriella, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yes.
Talk about your fun facts.
Yes. My name is Gabriella. I'm a coach here at Major League Hacking. And I also do streams during Global Hack Week. The fun fact about me is that one time I took a fire truck as a ride to the airport. Somewhat long story, but it was quite an experience. But I made my flight, so that's all that matters.
That is all that matters. Hi, my name is Kari, and that picture is very old. My hair is now not blonde, but that's fine. I'm a coach here at Major League Hacking, and stream on Global Hack Week during the off hackathon season. If you're going to be in Miami this weekend, you'll see me there. That'll be really fun. I'm still working on a scarf for my friend Olivia. If you saw me at Global Hack Week April, I think I was just started the scarf for my friend Olivia. So I'm still working on it. It's been kind of slow progress, but I've been able to play lots of board games now that I'm kind of in a different location for a couple weeks, and I've been really taking advantage. So let's talk about how yesterday went.
Yes. So yesterday, we painted with Way using JavaScript, and it looks like it turned out pretty cool. The MLH logo with JavaScript. I love art and code. So this is awesome.
I know, looks very cool. We also did lots of pixel art with Amy. This is so cute. I love pixel art. Look at that burger. That looks adorable. So looks like that one was a really fun stream with great turnout. So love to see it. And y'all shared your setup for a week of hacking.
Ooh, I love the 3 monitor setup. Very intense, but looks really good.
Looks like there's more that's not in the picture.
Yes.
Which is intense.
It is.
I think the whiteboard setup is more my style. I am a big whiteboard fan, and also a singular. I operate single screen, and I am very excited.
I agree. It's more than 2 screens. It's too much.
I am a single screen type of person, and maybe I'll get a second monitor, but maybe not. We'll see. What's happening today? We got a fun little schedule, and we'll talk through it, and then we'll leave tons of times for questions. But to start us off.
Yes. So first of all, with Alberto, we'll be building a video game on the web. That'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern and 10:30 p.m. IST.
Which puts it right after the stream. And then we got Hacking with the iOS Scene Kit, Part 2 with JFK at 3 p.m. Eastern or 12:30 a.m. IST. I love iOS Scene Kit. I will continue to sing praise for iOS Scene Kit, and that is all. This one should be really, really fun. And, we've already established, I really enjoy iOS apps. Oh, speaking of iOS apps.
Yes.
We've got me creating cross-platform games for iPhones and Apple Watch, Part 3, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 a.m. IST. we're making a fun little our fun little Wordle app, which should be really fun. We'll be finishing it out, and we'll be making the stats page for Apple Watch.
And then after that, you can join Paul. You can join Paul for the stream on Gartic Phone. That should be really fun at 3 p.m. Eastern and 12:30 p.m. or 12:30 a.m. IST.
That time looks wrong. That time is wrong.
It is wrong?
Paul's stream is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 5:30 a.m. IST.
Okay.
But there we go. That's fine. Sweet. Next we got Hack Your Coffee Games Edition with Will, a classic Will stream that I've heard many great things about. This one's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. IST.
And then after that, you can join Ellie for Learning the Unreal Engine Part 3. And as with all of our streams, if you missed the first or second part, you can always go back and watch them on Twitch or YouTube. This will be Part 3 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. IST.
And Ellie especially, they're really good at sharing all the code and making it super accessible, so I'm sure this one's going to be an easy one to catch up on.
Definitely. I love their websites.
I do too. It's so cute. And then we got Cecilia doing Wikipedia races at 12 a.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. IST. Great to just sort of come hang out, play some Wikipedia races, and Cecilia is super fun.
And then after that, with JFK, there'll be an all-AI Smash tournament. That'll be at 3 a.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. IST. Sounds like a fun way to kind of decompress during finals week for a lot of people.
Oh, for sure. Next, we got Amy building a game on the Pico 8 Fantasy console at 4 a.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. IST. This one, once again, should be really fun. I know nothing about the Pico 8 Fantasy console, but it sounds super cool.
Yes. And then after that, with Ashwin, we'll be doing another Gartic Phone stream. And that'll be at 7 a.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. IST.
And then we got Dikshita building a game from scratch in Unity, Part 2, at 8 a.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. IST. This one should be really fun. They always got great streams, so I'm really excited to see this one.
And then with Dimmer, we'll have 3D map design in Unity Part 2. This will be at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. IST. I always love geography or map hacks, so I'm really excited.
I know. And Dimmer's got incredibly high quality streams. They've always been amazing. The API streams where he made bots for the Twitch chat, that one was I heard one of the best streams we've had. So that's super exciting.
Ooh.
Next, we got time for some Q&A. So we'll just leave the floor open for any questions that anybody might have. And we can just go ahead and chat. Hopefully it's going well. I'm doing pretty well. I'm almost done with, school for the year. I've got one big final project left. I have to train an artificial intelligence model, which is super fun.
Ooh.
Super exciting. I have to, we're making a fashion predictor to determine, based on pictures, to determine what type of clothing item you're looking at, which is fun.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I'm also
Any
doing well.
questions?
Yes. If you have any questions about Global Hack Week or MLH, you can drop them in the chat.
Drop them now, because otherwise we'll disappear and then you won't be able to talk to anyone for the next, hour. So, can you drop the event link for the stream? I want to check in real quick for points. Absolutely. We'll grab that directly from the Discord and pop it in right here for you. There is the...
Oh.
There we go. Oh, is it sending 6 times? It is. Lovely. Well, it's here 12 times if you need it. Beautiful. Ooh, what is Smash AI about? Yeah, so JFK runs this really cool stream where they have a Smash AI tournament. So it's all AI, and pretty much you have AI versus each other in a game of Smash. So they're either really good or really bad, and so it's really entertaining. And you can figure out the bracket and try and figure out who's going to win based on the moves they're doing. And you get to follow and watch along all the games, and it's a really fun and interactive stream, and you can just watch all of the, sometimes bad AI play each other, which is very entertaining. Let's see. What other questions we got? Ooh. Question for Kari. Is Hacking Swift an awesome guide for iOS stuff? I love Hacking with Swift. I actually completed, I think, close to 50 or 60 days of the 100 days of Swift UI. And it was super fun, and it got me really ready for like one of the projects that I did in one of my classes. And we just published an app to the App Store because of that class, so that's very exciting. I'm feeling like a big developer, big growth developer recently. So yes, definitely loving Hacking with Swift. Their tutorials are awesome, so really recommend it.
That sounds really cool.
Oh, they're so fun. It's like each like couple of days is based around a project, so you get to do like a project to build stuff out, and like some of them like I've been able to like make cooler for like Global Hack Week, for example. So that's super fun. Ooh, we got next one. Tips for hackathons.
Yes. So for hackathons, I think like it kind of varies based on if the hackathon's in person or digitally, just because like it's kind of like a different vibe. In person, I say like talk to as many people as you possibly can, because there's so many cool people at hackathons, and it's a great way to meet like those new people, whether they just be for the weekend or on your college campus. And all like for online ones, I'd say I guess like somewhat similar, but like reach out to people in the Discord, and also make sure, like, I guess like you're like checking in with like the like schedule for different workshops and events going on at digital hackathons, because sometimes it can be I guess like a little easier to lose track of those like timelines for workshops and things. As far as like the project goes, Kari, do you want to talk a little bit more about like hacking during hackathons?
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, like, you generally want to kind of come in with a vision of what you want to accomplish with the hackathon. So you have tons of different types of hackers, right? You have the hackers that have never hacked before, and so they're kind of looking to like figure out what a hackathon is. My advice for first-time hackers is always just go to as many things as you can. Try to submit a project. Try to attend as many workshops that interest you. Try to attend all the mini events and figure out what part of hackathons you enjoy. Especially if you're attending mini events and you're like, it would be really fun to be on the other side of this, organizing this whole thing. No, you should join the organizing team. Or you should consider starting your own hackathon. Or you should consider joining MLH. All these fun things that you can do for hackathons. But if you're going in it, with like, I want to create the best project ever. Awesome. Get a good team going. Try to get a good dynamic. Make sure you get lots of rest. That's really important. Make sure you're staying fueled and hydrated, because that is key to having a successful hackathon, no matter the type of project that you're working on. And if your goal is, to make the best project ever, I think that can come with cool prizes and other fun swag and tons of really interesting things, as well as meeting other people. So I think those are like pretty much my tips for trying to be a competitor, or like trying to be a hacker, I guess. So that's great. Yeah. I need a Discord thread for this stream to share stuff. We could make one. Yeah. If there's anything specific y'all want to share, but it's kind of like, pretty much just kind of like we're here chatting away. It's pretty casual. We don't really got like big things we can share, really. I mean, I don't have anything exciting. My knitting isn't done. It doesn't look good, so we're just gonna, forget about that. Oh, we got a good piece of feedback for hackathons. I found it a lot easier to find a team in the same time zone for online hackathons. I think this can be a good tip. I think generally, if like there can be benefits and detriments to finding a team in the same time zone, because on one hand, like you have to collaborate less when on one hand you have to collaborate less when, say, one of you is like on the other side of the world than the other, because one of you can go to bed and the second person can just keep coding and making changes, and then you don't have to worry about like merge conflicts. On the other hand, you can't do really any collaborating. So yeah.
I think like a mix is sometimes good, because I've had like teams like where half of us were like 6 hours like ahead of like my time zone, and like I had a few people on my like time zone, and I found it like really easy to like collaborate with people in your time zone, and then like when you went to bed there were people like hacking as well, so like there was always progress being made.
For sure. We got another question that can we use any tools for challenges? Unless the challenge for Global Hack Week is tool specific. So for example, if it says, you have to make a game in Unity for this to count towards the challenge, unless it specifically says the type of technology you have to use, you can use anything. You want to make a game and sequel? I don't know how, but go for it. Okay, we got, this is a fun question. Is there any hackathon regarding ethical hacking and cybersecurity in the future? By MLH. I think we are definitely planning Global Hack Week Cybersecurity, or Global Hack Week Security. That's the next one in June. Surprise, surprise. And then, that's been public for a while. You should know that. If you don't know that, congrats. Global Hack Week Security is coming up in June. In terms of ethical hacking and cybersecurity specific hackathons, I can't think of any off the top of my head, just because generally, in the summer, the hackathon season tends to be pretty slow as we prepare for season launch, and then we pick up again in the fall. And for a lot of, like, say, the collegiate hackathons or the high school hackathons, we haven't really, like, a lot of the hackathons haven't figured out their themes yet necessarily, let alone, like, say, for the spring. So we'll let you know if anything comes up, but for now, I think Global Hack Week Security is your best bet.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Looks like someone is curious if Hack, I think it's Case Western
Yes.
Reserve will ever come back.
I am not sure. It depends on their organizing team.
Yes.
But yeah.
Maybe reach out to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh, we got a compliment. The previous stream by Demir was so good. We'll make sure to pass that along to them. Beautiful. Let's see. Any other questions? I guess we got this one that says, can I drop a link to an outside cybersecurity resource? I would say you can definitely mention it. Don't necessarily drop a link just because we don't want to like be sharing links. But if you're like, I really enjoy using XYZ, then you know, that's great. Sweet. We got this other question. Vanilla JS for this stream. This is our today in Global Hack Week. There's going to be no coding here. We're not doing that today. Well, we're doing that later today, but not right now. Also, me and Vanilla JS do not get along. We're not doing that.
Yes, right now we're using PowerPoint. That's the only thing we're using.
Yeah, PowerPoint. Best tech ever. Sweet.
It looks like KC7 is having a cybersecurity hackathon this Saturday, so if you're interested, you could check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. If y'all have any more questions, you can feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll just be here.
Absolutely. I love the music. It's always fun.
Yes.
It's like a little bop in the background. I like the electro pop one, and I like the rock. Like, it's just called rock. That's it.
Yes.
That one's good. But there's this one corporate one that's just so like elevator-y.
Mm-hmm. I like the techno one. It like itches like the scratch in my brain.
Yeah. Ooh. Let's see. We got. Ooh. Can you say something more about Pico 8, which I've learned today's session? I honestly know very little about Pico 8. I don't think I could provide any necessarily helpful information, but my best suggestion is you just come to Amy's stream and you can learn all about it. How about you, Gabriella? You know anything about Pico 8?
I do not. There's like a lot, and I guess like Global Hack Weeks that I just like haven't used before.
I know. It's so cool to find out like what all of the other coaches know and can do.
Yes, for sure. And there's always just like so much and like so many like different like areas too. It's really interesting.
A brief Google search reveals to me that it's a virtual machine and game engine that mimics 80s looking like 8-bit games. And then We got, you can use Lua for it. That's what Google's telling me. So that's fun. It's really exciting. Yeah. This is a fun question. It doesn't bother us.
No.
It might bother you.
Yes. It might bother your classmates if you don't wear headphones.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Like, unless you're like, yeah, it doesn't bother us. But you should pay attention in class.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Especially like at this point in the semester or quarter.
Yeah, I guess depending on where you go to school too, it could be like a different time of the year as well.
That's true.
Like I have a couple of friends that are like, "Oh, we just started our final quarter." I'm like, "I'm done."
Yes.
Until August. They're like, "I'm jealous." I'm like, "Yeah, but you don't start until the second week of September, so
it balances out.
It does balance out. All right. Any other questions that we got in the chat? Anything else that we can help out with? Ooh, this week is my mid-semester exam, and I'm also skipping some live sessions. So can you help me with that? Gabriella, where can we find all of the recordings for all of the Global Hack Week streams?
Yes, so every single Global Hack Week stream goes up on our Twitch and our YouTube. So if you miss them because you're in an exam, or if you are sleeping, or you just weren't able to make it, you can go back and check out those streams. Or even if you were on it and the code just like went too fast because you got an error on your end and they didn't, you can go back and watch those, fully like rewind, even change the speed if you want on YouTube as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take some time for more questions. Ooh, the swag gets shipped at the end of Hack Week. It does not, so it takes a little bit for us to figure out who is eligible for the Global Hack Week swag. As you know, it's kind of like a point-based system. And then it takes a while, depending on your location, to figure out all of the shipping details. There's kind of a lot that goes into shipping packages.
It looks like we have another question.
Yes.
What is both of your favorite programming languages? I think
Gabby, let you go first.
Yes. Mine's probably Python, followed closely by JavaScript. Those are the two I've used the most.
Nice.
And that makes sense.
Yeah, I've started exploring Python for the first time, like ever, really. Just this week for my final project for AI. And it's like, one of my professor actually told me it writes like pseudocode, and I kind of agree. Like, it's fun. I am impartial forever and ever and ever, as anyone that has seen me at a Global Hack Week ever will know. I do a lot of Swift, like a lot of Swift, and I enjoy it and I love it because I like making mobile apps, and I like the preview because you can just see the little things, and like it makes it all nice, and I love it. That's all. I need to get more into like cross-platform development or Android development in general. Like, I want to explore more with Kotlin. I want to learn Flutter, but it makes it hard.
Yes, for sure. I did a little bit of React Native last year, and that was pretty fun.
I did Ionic, and that one was hard. We did Ionic React, and it had so little documentation, at least like 2 years ago, that it was hard to do anything. Like, we were struggling.
Oh, no.
It was like for one of my research projects, and I was like, this is hard. We got like nothing done in a month. I was like, I haven't been able to find anything. Everyone loves Python because it's good.
Yes.
That's it, It's a great language, and the stuff that it's good at, it's really good at. Like, it has a definite like niche market, so that's cool. All right. Any other questions? Ooh, what about React.js and Node.js? I like React. I also like type safety. So I tend to do, like, if I'm doing React, I'll do a TypeScript template. Because I learned type safety and I enjoy it. Even though TypeScript does sometimes get annoying, and I regret my decision every once in a while. But and then Node, I am going to be completely honest. I don't dabble in backend at all, or if any, or like not like or like full stack. Largely because I like front end and I like mobile. And if you know anything about mobile, it doesn't really work well with. It doesn't really like need a backend. So I tend to just leave all that stuff alone and just focus on pretty. So sweet.
I've definitely thought with Node.js before at internships in the past, like where I like wasn't like on back end, but like I had to like deal with it a little bit when we were connecting like the back end front end. I've definitely thought with Node before.
So fun. So exciting.
Yes.
Ooh, we got this fun question.
Yes. Oh, my background, it's like the Tetris cubes. I don't actually know. I think another coach uploaded it to StreamYard and I thought it was cool. So I clicked like add. But I'm sure if you Google like Tetris backgrounds, you could probably find something similar like on Google.
Yeah. Ooh. What about C++ or C for game development? So if you've dabbled in any of like the game development engines, Unity or Unreal, a lot of them use like Unreal uses C++, Unity uses C, and so they're great options to start. I don't know about pure C++ for game development, honestly, but there's tons of cool resources out there. So
I haven't used C or C++ before, so I wouldn't know.
All of my classes are in C++, which is interesting. But ooh, if Swift was only ever cross-platform, it would be leading a lot of stuff. It won't be. It doesn't need to be, but it would be cool. What is the best way to release stress?
I think it depends on the person, but lately I've been releasing my stress by making rugs. It's a little niche.
I've been knitting. Knitting's great for releasing stress. Any sort of crafty activity I really enjoy for stress release because then it's like you get to like have a product at the end of it, and that's really nice. I also kind of like just driving around my neighborhood. That always also helps.
Yes. I love to take like long walks around campus with like blasting music. That's pretty nice as well.
Ooh, what about integrating a front-end web application with a machine learning model? It would kind of depend, on what you needed. So like if you want to have like a model that's trainable online, that's pretty tough. Like that's kind of like the start of that is just kind of beginning. So if you want to, something that I've been doing some research on recently is the Segment Anything model by Meta. It just came out like less than a month ago. And it allows for you, like they have a cool front end where you can upload any picture and then it like does the machine learning on there. But it's a pre-trained model. So like you just upload the image and it's like a part of the test set. So I really enjoy like that. It's possible, but it's very hard. And you want to make sure that like maybe like are you using a pre-trained model on it? Like will you be training the model based on user input? Because that can complicate things quite a decent amount. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for and what you need to make.
Someone wanted to ask if we can convince coaches to make a Discord bot on stream.
I would do it. I love making the Discord bots. They're fun.
Yes, I think we can definitely find someone to do that. It's just a matter of scheduling it at next Global Hack Week.
It's also a matter of having a good Global Hack Week theme that fits with a Discord bot. Like, yes. It's kind of hard. Maybe APIs could have done it, because the Discord API is pretty good. But, like, we try to make sure that the streams that we're offering tend to fit with the theme, just so y'all can also learn something new. And so it's, like, games and Discord bot, you could make it work, but I guess no one's just really, like, everyone had other ideas, so yes. We'll see. Yeah. Ooh. If anyone wants to start their career in game development, what things do you need to know before? I think general, like, just when you're entering any career or any, like, exploring any field, have some conversations with people in the field to find out, like, what interests you have specifically within it. what technologies those game developers use that want to not necessarily emulate, but like who have positions that would interest you. Figure out what things interest you and try to gain experience.
Definitely. And also finding, I guess, like organizations or clubs around you that like kind of focus on game development.
Or absolutely.
Of game development you're interested in.
We got another question. Is Java good? Yes. Any programming language is good. I mean, even Fortran is good. Everything has its purpose. So that's my take on things.
Yes.
Another fun one.
Will ChatGPT replace developers? I guess some developers, but I don't see it like overtaking all of software engineering anytime soon, because ChatGPT often like will confidently give you the wrong answer. I guess like that's like the human trait of the AI.
Absolutely.
It's just like, this is right.
I was in a critiquing technology class this semester, and one of the assignments that we had was using one of the extra credit assignments that we got for one of our papers was use ChatGPT to write a paper and then tell me everything that's wrong with it and why. And so I gave ChatGPT a prompt, and it fully and confidently told me something completely wrong in the text. Like it started, like the text was about this person who was stuck in a library of like infinity. Like the whole point was that like it was the infinite library. And it told me that like they got stuck in the library because they misbehaved. And I was like, that's awful. And it was just very wrong. So
definitely. I gave it some calculus problems a while ago just to see what it would do. And I think I had like a 50% accuracy rate. So like still good, but not like anywhere where it's like going to be replacing all developers or all of any industry.
Absolutely. And even if say like ChatGPT replaces like a developer that's writing out new features, you're still going to want somebody to test it. And even if you're using automated tests, you're still going to need somebody to write those tests. And you don't want ChatGPT to be writing the tests for itself.
Sure.
Sweet.
Someone's curious how to join the MLH Fellowship. So you can go to the MLH website and apply. And there's also probably a good amount of people in the Discord this week that you can ask about their experience with the fellowship or just general questions about the application process.
Absolutely. And then we got, one of the challenges for day 2 involved sharing swag. Should I share my earned points so far as I got an email? In the forums, I mean. For sharing swag, you should first try and share if you have any MLH swag from before. So like if you've been to a hackathon that's given out swag or you've received a shipment, you should try and share that first because that's kind of what we like to see, like all the different varieties of swag that people have received. But if this is your first Global Hack Week and you've just got, just the points that you've earned, that should be fine too. All right. What's your typing speed per minute? This is embarrassing to me, at least. Gabriella, you go first.
I don't remember, because I do remember doing the type eraser with my brother on Christmas last year.
Beautiful, great family Christmas activity.
Yes, we spent a few hours doing this. It was very entertaining. I feel like it was around 95 to 100 words per minute, but
that's pretty good, at least to me. I have a type. So for an important thing to know is I only type with 4 of my fingers, which is kind of embarrassing because I just never learned how to type correctly. And so I type at a measly 65 words per minute. I enjoy it that way. I slam on my keyboard, and that's annoying to other people. I make a lot of noise. And this is, I'm not great. Wow. What are some good projects in ML and DL for a good code sample to be submitted? Any project that you've done that involves ML.
Yes.
Ideally, one where you did a substantial amount of the work by yourself. Or you can say, this is the part that I did.
Yes, and
Yeah.
also a project that, like, if you have a few to choose from, a project that, like, you can talk about the most, I think is good, because then you can, like, explain more about it, and potentially in the MLH Fellowship interview, talk more about that specific project.
Yeah. And how much time will swag deliver to you? Somebody already put the answer in the chat. Depends on your location. That's pretty much it. And then we got this feedback. My high school typing class was one of the best classes I took, most useful long term. Yeah, I definitely see this. Okay, we got I submit the address form. Is there any tracking details? Those will once the shipment is created, you'll receive an email with more details, and then once the shipment has been sent out, you'll receive the tracking info. Do keep in mind, especially if it's an international shipment, there is a high likelihood your package will be at customs for a while.
Yes.
If you've ever shipped anything internationally, you know.
It will take a little bit.
Yeah. Is there only stickers in the MLH swags? No, I've received a wide variety of swag. I got a shirt at one point, just not even like my coach swag, but I got a shirt at one point. I got some pins. I got a fanny pack, like tons of different stuff.
Yes, I got like 15 masks over the course of a year. This was 2020, of course, but
yay, face masks! Woo. What's your favorite movie and song?
That's a good question.
I have no idea.
I've been listening to these like EDM mixes lately.
Nice.
I don't know any of them are called. I just like put it on shuffle. And as far as like my favorite movie, maybe like Ocean's 11 or something.
Nice.
I really like heist movies.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. I don't really have a favorite movie. Like I haven't seen a good movie in a while, which is really sad. I really enjoyed. There's a movie I watched recently with my roommate, but it was more so like I mostly watch TV shows. I don't really watch movies. And then, what is your favorite song? I've been listening, so I'm moving in a bit. Like I'm moving in like 2.5 weeks to San Francisco. So I've just been listening to this playlist called San Francisco, and a bunch of the songs just have random things related to San Francisco on them, and that's what I've been enjoying most recently. But yeah, let's see. What do we do with all these channel points? You win swag, and then you get swag, and then you're awesome.
Someone asked where the main office of MLH is. So MLHers are all over, but the main MLH office is in New York, in Manhattan.
New York City. Yeah. Let's see. Do you like the Blacklist? I've never seen it.
Someone asked if they should list MLH Hack Week in the experience section under their resume. That's definitely something you can do. You can talk about different projects you made through the streams, or challenges you submitted. I think like as long as you can talk about them, it'd be a cool way to show your experience in your resume.
Yeah. This one is interesting. How do you get shortlisted for the MLH prep program? First thing to know is we as coaches don't really have like much of a say nor experience nor like can give you the tips and the tricks and the anything, because we don't know. We're not affiliated with the people that make those decisions, and because we are not, and that's pretty much it. I say general advice applies. Try your best. Make sure you put your best foot forward. Try and provide relevant experience. Explain why this program would be beneficial and or helpful and or impactful to you in any way, shape, or form.
Definitely. And I guess if you're curious about the fellowship, you can always ask questions in the MLH Discord. There's people who do run the like admissions for that program.
As well as plenty of alums or people that are currently in the program, or generally people that are more knowledgeable, more experienced, and otherwise more helpful.
For sure.
Ooh.
Someone said that sometimes there's an MLH Fast Track offered as a hackathon prize referencing the fellowship, but they just read that we're phasing it out. That is true. We're no longer going to be offering that as a prize moving forward.
All right. We've got some last minute questions if anyone has anything they would like to ask now that we've gone through everything in the chat. If not, we'll end early. We'll give everyone like a minute or two.
Yes.
Ooh! How do the project to work on and contribute? I'm so confused about this as a first timer. So for Global Hack Week specifically, if you want to complete the challenges, that's a great way. Attending workshops and following along is a great way to have a project and to work on and contribute. And for hackathons, I think generally just trying to form a team, trying to come with good ideas, learning from the workshops and the other tools and resources that are offered there, I think is great.
Yes. I think just like kind of trying to soak up as much information as you can, and using your ideas to like work on the project at hackathons or improve your projects here at Global Hack Week.
Yeah, totally. MLH is all about hackathons, or is there something else, means services or other things? We do a ton of things here at MLH. So naturally we have the coaches program, which is what Gabriella and I do. So we go and support hackathons all around. We run Global Hack Week, do tons of different things here as coaches. MLH also naturally runs hackathons, supports hackathons, runs the fellowship, which is another great opportunity. And just provides a ton of like different resources for organizing committees, things like HackCon, for example. So there's tons of things that MLH does.
Yes.
They're mostly all hackathon related, but not all.
Yes.
Nice. Do I need to submit my projects? If you come to a hackathon, you should submit your project, because generally, like, if you submit your project at an MLH hackathon, you can get, like, an I demoed MLH sticker, and that's pretty good. That's always nice. I really enjoy those. And if you like, you don't submit your project when you're eligible for it, like, you've already done all the work. Might as well submit it.
Yes, and I've also, like, used, like, that dev post link and, like, the write-up for projects, like, on my resume before, even, like, when I didn't win anything, just because I thought the project was cool. And I've had, like, people ask me about that project in interviews, so it can be a useful experience as well.
Absolutely. Open source contributions by first learning the language then contributing, or contributing but while learning. I think generally have a solid background in what you're trying to work on first. Doesn't mean you have to be an expert in Python in order to contribute to a Python-based project or anything else. But generally, like, try to do your best in terms of contributions. You don't have to be an expert. Definitely have a solid foundation. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Go for it.
How to contact MLH or anyone in the community to ask for receive help in technical stuff, like using technologies and other stuff. So I guess if you have questions about a particular like coding language during like a stream related to that, that's a great place to ask questions. And then also just kind of like in the general like Discord, that's like a good way to contact people. And there's a lot of like really experienced and knowledgeable people from MLH who will be in that channel, as well as just at hackathons, so at our first party events every single weekend. That's a great way to get in contact with MLHers, receive some help, and then also at like the hackathons we work with other organizations at colleges and things. MLH coaches can assist you in finding like some mentorship with those new technologies.
Absolutely. All right, let's see. Any other questions? Is there any courses by MLH? Not really like anything online that I can think of, but there's tons of great resources out there. So I would say like you get plenty of learning from Global Hack Week. This is your course.
Yes, and for the longer Global Hack Week streams, you can kind of watch those like a course on Twitch or YouTube.
Absolutely, I've done like 3, 4. I think I did a 5-part stream once. So.
Someone asked, is it better to learn new technologies or stick with the ones we already have? I think it like depends on like what you're trying to accomplish. Like if you're trying to make a specific product that you can't like make with the current technologies, then of course it makes sense to learn new technologies. But if you're just kind of trying to get better at coding and your technical skills, it might be helpful to just kind of build on your existing knowledge in a certain coding language, because then you're kind of like expanding your like knowledge for different data types and algorithms within the same language versus kind of confusing yourself with learning new syntax for like when you're not like trying to make a specific type of project.
Yeah, like if you want to be a better mobile developer and you don't know any mobile languages, you should try and learn one. If you want to be a better algorist and you want to figure out the intricacies of the programming languages and the efficiencies of C++, don't really need to learn Java for that. Let's see. We got more questions coming in, maybe? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get myself a nice big cup of coffee after this stream.
Yes, I'm going to join my friends for lunch after this.
Oh, that's so fun!
Yes, we have our little lunch before cramming for final.
Yep, it's final season.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get coffee. I'm gonna go on like run a couple errands and then work on my project. So fun.
Excited.
Oh, we got a final question. How many sessions are required to be eligible to attend to be eligible for swag? It depends on the Global Hack Week and on how many other people attend other specific sessions.
Yes.
All right. Oh, apparently it's... Yeah. Good luck with your final as my semester ended. My semester is technically over, but it's really not because I have a final project, so boo!
Yeah, it's like a week and a half left, and then I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done now, or I guess I'm done on Thursday officially, so tomorrow.
Okay.
Will be great. And then I am... Yeah. Are we asked questions only on the code? Oh. Are we asked questions only on the code sample in the fellowship interview or something else too? The fellowship interview, I don't really know the specifics of. Don't really feel comfortable asking this one. I'd say talk to somebody from the fellowship team in our MLH Discord.
Yes.
Oh, do you always find the last week to be the hardest, that last hurdle? It kind of depends. This last week has been pretty tough for me just because I left my campus early. And so I'm like not in my usual work environment, which is frustrating on one hand, but really nice on the other. Usually like I'm just most sort of excited like for what's next. So like in this case, like I'm super excited for my summer, especially now that I know where I'm living, I know my roommates, I know like what I'm doing, and like it's kind of so close. So yeah.
Definitely. I agree. I think that like it's hard, like especially when you have like really exciting things coming up, and then also I'm just I guess like tired of like school. I like
you need a change of pace, and the summer is always great for that. Ooh, is there any in-person MLH events in India nearby? Depends on your location. Naturally, we know India's gigantic. That being said, there's tons of different hackathons in person all around India that we as MLH help coordinate and host, which is awesome. I would say those are going to be kind of limited in the summer as we prepare for season launch and the new era, like the new 2024 season of hackathons. But there'll be tons of events coming soon.
Yes, and keep your eyes peeled on the MLH events hackathon tab. Will be updated there as we start bringing hackathons into our 2024 season, so you'll be able to see them on the website.
Absolutely. All right, last minute questions. Last call. We want to make sure the next streamer's got plenty of time to get on and get comfy.
Definitely.
All right, I'm not seeing anything. So I guess we'll go ahead and close out these slides. And thanks y'all for coming to the Today in Global Hack Week Day 3 stream. Lovely to talk to y'all and have a good chat. And I hope you are looking forward to the rest of Global Hack Week. And I will see you in a couple of hours.
Thank you everyone so much for coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Bye everybody.